So we live in a world, right? We live in a world where people are used to certain things, and spirituality is often put into the box of religion, or it is put into the privacy of your own mind. I truly do believe that everybody, even the religious, have a spiritual sense higher than what we are told. So, how do you perceive other dimensions? How do you become a person who is able to flow in and out of this dimension and other dimensions? Before we go on, I want to say that this is purely advice based on my spiritual experience. If it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you, and that is fine. But what I have noticed is there is some sort of common ground within spirituality, in mainstream spirituality, where everybody thinks that everybody's spiritual journey is the same. And I want to clarify, the things and the advice I give is purely from my experience. I want it to only be of use to you if it resonates with you, or it can be applied to multiple situations within your spiritual journey. When it comes to seeing other dimensions, you have to open your mind to the idea of letting go. You have to let go of everything that you know. You have to let go of everything that has been taught to you. You have to free your mind of any misconceptions you have, and you have to be open to alternative ways of thinking. And I want you as an individual to process this thinking, this higher level of being, and I want you to come to conclusions on your own. For instance, if you are dreaming and you have this sense while you're dreaming that you go to other dimensions, if you have this sense that you're not just always, having unconscious, thoughts manifest into dreams, if you have this higher sense while you're dreaming, because dreaming seems to be a very spiritual place, if you have this sense that you go somewhere else, if you have this feeling in your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, that you are going somewhere else, you probably are. Personally, myself, I have experienced where I am dreaming. I feel like I am in this spiral, and like my body is being vibrated high. Lately in my dreams too, how I've been able to discern them from a dream, or a vision, or a traveling to a different state of consciousness, i.e. another dimension. Because that's the thing. Dimensions are different levels of consciousness. And when you tap into your brain, when you have that spiritual awakening, you will awaken to new realities, new dimensions. You vibrate at different places. And when you vibrate at different places, you become somebody who is entered a new dimension. So, back to what I was saying. The way that I can tell that I'm not just dreaming, that I'm actually probably having a vision, probably having some sort of travel to another place, is usually through my senses. Lately, dreams have become vivid to the point where I feel like I am standing there. I can feel my feet on the ground. I can touch things and I can feel them. And the crazier thing is, sense of taste. Lately in dreams, if there is an item that is edible, I have been able to eat those items, taste those items, really be in the moment with those items. In these dreams, I'm really in the moment of the dream. And with that, I'm able to really understand what's going on and understand that, hey, with the little knowledge people have on dreams, this could be something that I'm onto. Okay, so another way of perceiving you've entered a new dimension is the people around you are misunderstanding you. The people around you may be vibrating down here while you're somewhere up in the clouds, somewhere in the sphere of existence. Because, when you enter other states of being, other dimensions, in a sense, these people are living in lower level realities. If you feel like, the normal stuff, like things seem trivial, day-to-day life feels kind of bleh, and it's not feeling too good, then you're probably like, how do I say this? You're probably in another dimension. You're probably experiencing life through another dimension. You're probably living in an alternate reality mentally. Of course, what I want to say is that the physical body is here on earth. And only through things like meditation, deep relaxation, the use of certain drugs, which is what I don't 100% condone. Everybody's journey is unique. Be safe and be wise about your decisions, because at the end of the day, drugs do not always help you. That's a fact. So, you're living in this new dimension. You're in this new world. People around you don't understand you. They think that what you're saying seems a little bit off. On my spiritual journey, I've noticed that some of the trippier things that I experience when I share with people, they're more intrigued than thinking I'm crazy. Because it's obvious, I'm a put together person. I work on myself. I perceive myself to be put together. So it leads to other people seeing me and perceiving me as a put together person. So when you start to share these things with people, you'd be surprised how many people are actually not like, oh, he's weird. And a lot of people are actually like, huh. Just like that. They're just like, huh. They want to know. There's something in them that is like, wait. Sometimes I perceive higher things. And this person is expressing something that I've never put into words. So it's okay to share your spirituality even though people don't understand you. If people don't understand you, that's probably a good thing, because that means that you are onto things that you have discovered for yourself that you didn't have to be told to do. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is synchronicities. I could probably go to a billion spiritual pages where they're talking about this. You can look up a million videos. So I want to try to give some insight that maybe hasn't been shared. Anyways, synchronicities. For those of you that don't already know, uh, angel numbers. Angel numbers are what they call like synchronized numbers. Any number that you look at and it seems a little bit aligned, resonated, like 111, 222, 333. However, it could also be you look at the clock and it's 12:34, 1, 2, 3, 4, or it's any time, within regular time, military time, that strikes you as a number of high resonance. And that's one synchronicity, because I feel like, to me, I see those numbers all the time, very used to it, been seeing them for years. So I'm thinking that these numbers are like synchronized numbers that help with telling you whatever message you're thinking, whatever you're thinking in the moment is almost heightened by that number. And that number almost is like to me, I find validation in those numbers. I find a place of, okay, like a bookmark on life, a bookmark on a thought. It's like, hold that thought. It's like the universe saying, hold that thought, put it away. That's going to help you at some point in your journey. Or it's validation because the next step, like for instance, I'm thinking of something that could change my perception, change my day-to-day reality, change life, whether it be a relationship, a new job, a this, a that, a move to another city. And I think, okay, so I have to hold this thought because I just saw the numbers 5, 5, 5, and 555 is a number of change. It's a number of new beginnings. Across the board, when I've looked on the internet, I've found that. But I've also found that when I see it myself, and the validation for myself is that when I see it, I'm always thinking of something that could shape my day-to-day life in a big way. Another example of synchronicities would be running into people, running into the same people. If you run into the same people every day, chances are either they, you, or the both of you have something to say to each other. So if both of you have something that needs to be expressed, that needs to be shared, then the both of you need to share it with each other. The both of you need to express whatever it is, because if you're seeing somebody enough, and say you're seeing them not just your typical work day, not just the typical places you go, so maybe you saw somebody randomly and you thought really quick, oh, that's interesting, there was something in you that bubbled up, and then maybe you see them again at a random place, or you see them again and again and again and again. So if you see them, and if it's like outside of a work environment, I'm not excluding that, but it's pretty obvious. If you go somewhere and someone else goes there all the time, you're probably gonna see them there. But and you should always discern if you're seeing them in these common places for a reason. But in this instance, I'm talking about if you see them in random places, if random things lead you to them, if there's so many things in your heart that you feel like, this person is popping up everywhere, I need to say something to them, then maybe that is a synchronicity of you and somebody else. It's a synchronicity that pulls you to them, because I believe in this world we're either learning or teaching. So if we're either learning or teaching, then the people that make us feel like this, we need to interact with them. So synchronicity and other dimensions, you are lining up with new realities outside of the physical realm. Your mind transcends higher than this physical realm. When you dream, that's apparent. When you have strange coincidences where you meet people, that is apparent. When you dream, it is apparent. I wanted to give those examples because those are places of very high vibration. Those are places of other dimensions for me in my personal life. So with all of this being said, if you want to know what other dimensions are, open your mind. Don't judge what you see, what you feel. Just be aware of it and dive deeper into this new state of being. Dive deeper into this new mind and create a new reality for yourself that is filled with other places outside of humanly realms. Have a good day. Be blessed. Be beautiful. Angels, know that you have guides watching you, protecting you, and loving you, and that you are going to live a good life. Accept the good, accept the bad. Let it be. It is what it is. Heal, experience, go through the motions, and have a blessed day.